Thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Guys, it's the last Plan With Me video for 2021. Like, a year has passed. I don't like it. Happy almost December. Welcome to another Plan With Me video. I'm currently in LA, so even though I'm doing like a December winter themed bullet journal setup today, I'm an East Coast girl, so I'm very used to snowy, cold winters and white Christmases. So right now, being in LA and it being sunny and warm, it's not sinking in that it's like December yet. So hopefully by the time I go back and I see snow, I'll be in the holiday spirit. But for now, I'm just going to pretend that it's winter through my bullet journal. I asked you guys on my Instagram what themes you guys wanted to see for this month, and I got a lot of wintry, holiday-y suggestions, and I'm really excited. I have a fun theme planned. Before we get started, I did just want to quickly talk about the Doodle Planner launch. I just want to say thank you so much for everyone who ordered a 2022 Doodle Planner on launch day. It was very hectic and busy, but the launch went so well, and I'm very grateful to any of you who placed an order. A lot of them have been going out. I've been seeing a lot of people receiving their orders already, but I did just want to note that there have been some shipping delays, so I just wanted to thank you for your patience. If you haven't received your order yet, we're slowly making our way through all of the orders. There's been a lot of unforeseen delays with the couriers and the suppliers and stuff, but rest assured the rest of the orders should have been going out this week. Anyway, without further ado, let's plan together. Grab your pens and your notebooks if you're planning with me. If not, you just want to grab a snack and a cup of tea, go do that. Let's hang out and let's get started. For this month's theme, I wanted to do something that had cozy winter vibes, so I chose to do a wintry snow globe theme. Growing up, my sister actually used to collect snow globes from different cities that we visited, so snow globes just give me a nostalgic feeling and really make me think of my childhood. I can just like picture the rows of snow globes sitting on her shelves. I'm gonna try to get a picture so I can show you guys. And I also remember trying to shake them all so that I could see the snow falling in all of them at the same time. And I just think there's something so poetic and beautiful about snow globes. Just the idea of a tiny scene captured in a little globe with the movement of the snow falling around the scene while everything else isn't moving. I don't know, it's just like a tiny little movie scene to me, which I think is beautiful. Anyway, so for the cover page, I wanted to keep it simple to evoke the nostalgic, cozy vibes, but also because I wasn't at home and I didn't have much of my stationery collection to work with, I thought simple would be the key factor here. But I was able to draw this cover page pretty easily by just drawing the circular snow globe shape, as you can see here, and then I added a base to the snow globe. And then just with my fine liner, adding some more details on the inside, I switched between my Sakura Pigma Micron fine liners as well as my Tombow Hardtip Fudonosuke to give it a little bit more thickness to the lines. And then on the inside, I used a dark blue marker to create a kind of like night sky. This marker is almost like a watercolor brush marker, which I thought was nice because it gave the sky a bit more of like a painterly feel. So I was just coloring that in. I had sketched a little scene underneath it so that I could kind of see where I needed to color things in. Then I kept snow on the ground. I also used my green paint marker. These are the Archer & Olive acrylographs to draw some pine trees. And pine trees are actually the easiest trees to draw in my opinion. I literally just scribble this triangle cone shape and then stack them so that there's multiple layers. Really scribbles, like I can draw pine trees in a matter of seconds. And then I also used my white paint marker on top of the green in order to add some snow to the tips to make it look more wintry, as well as adding snow all around the dark blue background, just adding dots everywhere so that it looks like snow gently falling on the scene. After that, also I used like a thicker paint marker as well as a thinner one to add different sized snowflakes within there. I used a gold paint marker. This is also an Archer & Olive acrylograph. I wanted to make the base gold to kind of give off that vintage nostalgic theme. I feel like it, adds something a little bit extra rather than just making the base brown or something. I wish I had drawn a design on the base. I thought going solid would be nice, but I kind of wish I drew a design, so maybe I'll go back in later. But I do like the like bronzy texture. You can't really tell on camera, but in person it like reflects the light, and this paint marker is really pigmented. You'll see me soon draw a little house. I wanted to add a little snowy kind of like villa house in the scene. So I drew that with my brown marker. I kind of messed up a little bit, but I was able to fix it. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry if the lighting in this video changes throughout. Since I'm not at home, I don't have my normal filming setup, so I had to film this and draw this entire plan with me while sitting cross-legged on the floor of my Airbnb at a coffee table. Back to the theme, I do think this is a super cute theme, and I thought it would be good too because it's wintry and Christmassy without being super Christmassy. I think if you're recreating this theme, you could customize it so that it's less Christmassy if you don't celebrate Christmas, or more Christmassy if you want to go full out. I think another cute idea would be to do something completely unexpected inside the snow globe. For example, you know, since I'm in California right now, a California Christmas scene inside a snow globe would be like a very interesting juxtaposition, and also again just reminds me of my sister who would collect the snow globes from different locations. I think she has a couple of snow globes that are from places that definitely just have warm weather and don't have snow, but yet they sell snow globes as like a touristy item. So I just think there's something so like campy about that and funny, and I just love it. Oh yeah, here you can see me draw the roof of the house, and I just added white snow on the roof to give off that snowy feeling. The paint markers that I'm using, I mixed between the Unique Posca paint pen. I had the Pilot Juice paint pen as well as the Acrylographs. I will leave a link to all of the markers that I'm using down below. I just finished it off, the cover page. I felt like it was looking a little empty, so I just used my blue marker to add a rounded border on the outside, and I also used that bronze paint marker to add a couple little extra like vintage ornate details in the corner of the border. Okay, moving on to the spread next to the cover page, which is my quote page. I wanted to do a simple little quote page, so I just started off with the same border around the edges of the page, and I recreated that snowy winter scene, except this time instead of doing it inside a snow globe, I just did it at the bottom, kind of like as a little footer. So I have like the blue sky all across the horizontal, the house, as well as all the trees. And this was, again, super quick to draw. Honestly, this whole theme was very quick and easy to draw, especially once you get the hang of like drawing the pine trees and everything. So definitely recommend it if you're looking for some quick, easy doodles. In terms of the actual quote that I chose for this page, I just wrote out "Walking in a Winter Wonderland," which is, you know, to reference the song, but I wrote it out in these green ribbons, like a ribbon banner, but it's kind of like a triple banner. These ribbon banners are pretty simple to draw once you get the basics of like the lines and everything, but I thought it was really cute and a simple way to make a quote page look a little bit fancier, and it definitely kind of matches the holiday vibes with the ribbon and everything. Oh, here you go. So yeah, the ribbon, I did these like wavy shapes. So you start out with the wavy rectangle, and then you kind of go in and add the like curly parts that kind of curve behind it, if that makes sense. And the ones behind it, I used a darker green so that it looks like it's in the background in the shadows. Moving on to the calendar spread, I did a simple, smaller monthly calendar with the boxes 5x5 dot grid spaces in case anyone was curious. And this time I actually pushed the calendar all the way to the left side. That way I could cut off the right side, as you see here. So it's kind of like a mini Dutch door. You'll see why I did that later. I kept everything else pretty easy, just a simple calendar with gold numbers, green headers to match the color palette. My main colors were definitely the navy blue, the kind of like sage green, the bronze, and then of course the white for the snow. And then I also just wrote out December at the bottom with my brush pen, and nothing else really. The only doodle that I added later on was a little doodle of a snow globe at the bottom right corner because there was some empty space. And instead of a snowy little house inside of the snow globe, I drew a snowman inside of it because I thought it would be cute. So again, overall, everything in this month's setup and theme and the doodles and everything were pretty simple and easy, especially compared to last month's theme, which did require a few more materials. But this one was really fun. I think overall, this might be the fastest monthly setup in total that I've ever created. I think that my total filming time was just like a couple of hours. A lot of you guys ask me how long it takes me to film these videos or set up each monthly setup. You know, it varies, depends on the theme, of course, but recently I've just been splitting up the days that I work on it just because I don't have longer periods of time. But I do think overall the work time was like just a couple of hours. This particular spread was filmed on a separate day from the cover page, and it was pretty quick and easy. Okay, I'm working with your hello. Okay, so I'm just working on the monthly cover page, but I think once I get back to Toronto, things will be like a bit more hectic for me. So I wanted to do something simpler, but still fun and wintry. Also, I don't know if I'm gonna do Amanda Claus this year. I know a lot of you guys have been really excited for that. So I don't know if I'll have time, but I'm gonna try to do like at least some giveaways on Instagram with like Shop Amanda HD stuff. So I'll try my best. But as of right now, things have been pretty hectic. Yeah, we're just still moving along. This is what I have so far. I knew I wanted to do like a snow globe vibe. I didn't want to do something too Christmassy this year, since I know not a lot of you guys celebrate Christmas. I'm just gonna keep going. I think I'm gonna do my trackers next and then just do a simple weekly. So since I had pushed everything to the left side on the monthly calendar, as I mentioned, I cut off the right side so that it's kind of like a little Dutch door. And the reason why is because on the right side of the next page, I wanted to do my habit trackers. And this is kind of different for me. As you guys probably know, if you've seen any of my previous setup videos, I usually have a full page for my habit trackers. But for this month, I did it through the Dutch door so that I could view the trackers while also looking at my monthly calendar. I actually think this is a pretty handy layout, and I think I might do it more in the future because I like that you can see the monthly calendar as well as the trackers all at once. The only thing about it is that, of course, I don't have space for as many trackers as I would if I were to do a full page habit tracker, but I was able to fit 5 little habit tracker calendars, which is perfect because I usually have 5 main habits that I track monthly anyways. This month I'm doing working out, which I am still, guys, I'm still going strong on the workout. I'm so proud of myself. You guys have heard me talk about this, especially since September and August, I think, when I did my like health theme, but I'm still going strong. So I am very proud of myself. Anyway, that, flossing, vitamins, reading, and vocal practice, pretty much it for the habit tracker. Just wanted to keep it pretty functional. I haven't been doing mood trackers recently. Maybe I'll implement it again next month. Oh my god, which will be 2022, January, I guess. But on the other side of the Dutch store, like on the inside section, I created a holiday shopping tracker. Of course, since it's December, I do have to get started on shopping for gifts. I am kind of concerned. I feel super behind on my holiday shopping this year. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but hopefully I will figure it out. I personally love gift giving. I pride myself on being a good gift giver. I just like the whole process of thinking of something that someone would really, really love and then wrapping it up and making it look all pretty. I've done a version of holiday shopping trackers in the past, so this is nothing new, but basically I have the name of the person that I'm giving the gift to on the left side, and I'll be listing gift ideas under the name. And then on the right side, I have columns to check off. So the first column to check off is when I'm in the idea phase, whether it's, just an idea. And then once I decide to move forward with that particular gift idea, I'll check off the next column. And then the next column is for when I've actually purchased it. And then the last two columns are to check off for when I've wrapped it and completed writing a card for that person as well. Okay, break time. Yura, do you want to be a part of my monthly goals segment? Come here. Okay, every month we do this thing where we talk about our previous month's goals and we also set goals for the next month.
Okay.
Okay, so last month my goal was to have a successful doodle planner launch, which we achieved. Yay! What's your goal for next month?
December, right?
It can be like big or small.
Upload at least 3 more videos before the year ends.
Oh, that's
that's
a lot.
Yeah. That's a big one.
That's a lot. You guys can check her channel. And if she doesn't post,
Don't hold me accountable.
What's my goals? I want to make a cute small gift for people.
Oh.
Last year I made the little mask chains. Maybe to finish my Christmas shopping early because I never do that and I always get stressed out.
No, I get that.
I'm still stressed. Anyway, we should get back to work.
That was a short break. That was 2 minutes.
It's a break in the video, but in real life we can take an actual break. Oh, also, our goal is to have a good time at the BTS concert. Yeah! We're going together on December 2nd. I think by the time this video will go up this weekend, so we won't have gone yet, so maybe we'll
See
vlog
you there.
it. See you there. Say hi to us if you're going. I know in the past 2 videos I've done our monthly goal accountability section at the intro, but I wanted to switch up these videos and maybe you'll be seeing more guest appearances in the future. The next 2 spreads are just my monthly playlist spread, as well as just a planning spread, brain dump page for Shop Amanda Rach Lee. As you can see, I'm creating some simple headers and footers for these 2 spreads. I just wanted to recreate that snowy scene, so I have a blue rectangle at the top, and then with my bronze paint marker I wrote out playlist, and then also Shop Amanda Rach Lee, and then drew out those little snowy dots on the header. And then at the bottom I drew out the quick little pine trees just for a little bit of doodling. For my monthly playlist, of course, I have to get into the holiday spirit. My favorite thing ever is Christmas music during December. I am that person that will play Christmas music too much. I do have some top tier Christmas artists and albums that I listen to all the time. Of course, the Queen Mariah Carey, the King Michael Bublé, but I also personally love Kelly Clarkson's Christmas album. I think it's top tier. Of course, Ariana Grande Christmas songs you can't miss. And then I didn't write it down while I was making this spread because I realized after, but Norah Jones recently released a Christmas album, who is one of my favorite jazz artists, and her voice just suits Christmas so much, so definitely recommend you check it out. But if you guys do want to check out my holiday playlist, I will link my Spotify playlist for this month down below. Alright, so finally we have made it to the first weekly spread of December. I am doing my favorite layout, the 4 boxes per page layout, and for this, to keep in line with the theme, the consistent theme, I did the blue headers for this day. I did rounded boxes so that it would match the other headers that I did previously, and then I just wrote out the days of the week with my bronze marker, and then at the bottom of each box I drew the little pine trees. Oh, and I also used the blue marker for the border just to kind of call back to the blue border in the cover page as well. So I thought it was a nice little consistent touch. Oh, and I kind of messed up on one of the boxes at the bottom right, as you can see, but I quickly fixed that up by doing a little patch and covering that right up. So it was an easy fix. In the top left, I had an empty segment, so I just doodled the snow globe as well as a banner header, one of those green ones that I've been using throughout the setup, just to write out December. I used up the screen marker a lot, so I might be running out of ink on this one by the end of the setup, but I love this color, this like sage green color. Definitely reminds me of the Sage Swirl Doodle Planners, which is my favorite. They actually sold out, so they were like the most popular color. Anyway, tangent. I might be restocking a couple more of those. I know a lot of you guys have been asking, so keep on the lookout for that. But yes, sorry, I suck at voiceovers. You guys know this. I don't know where I am right now, but we're finishing up this red. I just colored in the bronze base, added the little snow dots, and finished up the rest of the trees. And there you go, the first weekly spread for December. Before I show you guys the rest of the snowy, wintry spreads, I wanted to talk quickly about today's sponsor, Skillshare. You guys know Skillshare is a friend to the channel, and we love Skillshare here. I teach classes on Skillshare, and I also take classes on Skillshare, and I just think it's the best online learning community for creatives, especially if you want to improve your skills or learn something new. There's tons and tons of classes on illustration, design, technology. Pretty much, if there's something you've been wanting to learn, I'm sure there's a class on Skillshare for you. You don't have to take my class, although I do recommend it, especially if you want to see more of this face, more exclusive content. I've also been thinking about creating a brand new class on Skillshare soon, so if you have any suggestions of what you want to see, something that you might not maybe normally be able to see on my channel, let me know what classes you guys want to see, comment down below, and I will think about it. Personally, I've been recently taking a class on indoor gardening, and it's all about taking care of houseplants and planting veggies and herbs. I've been trying to improve my green thumb so that I don't kill my plants, so that's why I've been taking that. And I just love the platform because it's curated specifically for learning. There's no ads, and they're always launching new premium classes, so there's always something new to learn, so you can take full advantage of your membership. Besides that, Skillshare just encourages growth and community. There's a lot of projects on each class, and you can engage with other class members and members of the Skillshare community. So if you guys want to try out Skillshare for yourself, maybe check out my class or any of the thousands of other classes, you can click the link in my description box below. The first 1,000 of my viewers to click that link will receive a free 1-month trial, so you can get started on your learning for a whole month. So there's nothing to lose. Thank you again to Skillshare for supporting the channel, and thank you guys for, everything. Anyway, let's get back to the plan with me. So here is the final flip through of my December 2021 bullet journal setup with my nostalgic snow globe theme. I know it's nothing fancy, but I personally just enjoyed the process, especially filming while talking and catching up to Yura. It was a very nice vibe. Alright friends, so that was it for my December 2021 bullet journal setup, the last monthly plan with me video for this year, which is crazy. The next plan with me will be for 2022. Yeah. Anyway, as I am closing out this video, here are some of your recreations from last month. I loved seeing all of your recreations, and seeing you guys trying out linoleum stamps was so exciting for me, and just like, I love that you guys were willing to take on a new challenge. So thank you to anyone who recreated. If you do want to see how the rest of this month unfolds and see all of my weekly spreads, we do weekly spread setups live on Twitch every single Saturday morning at 11 a.m. 11 a.m. PST, 2 p.m. EST. That will be a permanent change from now on. So I hope to see you guys on a stream. It's really fun and chill and a great way to start your morning. So come hang out with us. All right, so I think that's it. Thank you guys for being patient with content, especially with launch day. I know you guys know that I've been busy running around and all of that, so I appreciate you guys so much. Bye.